Yeah, so I did 2 cups.
2 cups.
But I'm at a point where I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm playing...
Oh, shit. Gotta turn the volume down.
If I'm playing, like, a cup, I gotta fucking 3-star it before I move on.
Yeah, so, like, I'll end up... hey, what's up, guys? We're in the middle of...
This is Austin.
Yeah, we're in the middle of talking about Mario Kart World for the new Nintendo Switch 2. Okay,
the sequel.
So by the way, before we talk about the system, because we've had it for a week
A week tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Tomorrow, yeah.
I feel like it's been longer. Okay, let's talk about our experiences leading up. Because you and I had very different pre-order experiences.
Dude, so this freaked me out, right? I woke up at 11:55 on the 24th of April or whatever the fuck it was.
Okay.
To pre-order. My bad.
No, you're good.
Because it was I got an Apple Watch yesterday.
That's what's up, dude.
I'm getting used to it. But I woke up and I was trying Target, Walmart, Best Buy.
Was that when we were doing it? Was it end of April?
Damn. Fucking...
They had about 5-6 weeks.
Walmart got through on my Switch.
Okay.
And then I was trying... Because everything was, not loading or it was going quick, I would, pre-order the Switch, and then I would go, okay, I need to go pre-order, a Pro Controller and the camera. And I do that, and then I would do whatever. So my bank flagged it as fraud.
Oh, snap.
So I jumped around between, 3 cards.
Okay.
Right? It caused a whole bunch of dumb shit the next day I'm not going to get into. But because of that, it tried to run my card, the Monday before it came out, and it was flagged as fraud. So I fucking called Walmart customer service at 5:30 in the morning on my way to work. And the guy was like, you're my 60th call about this. It's fine. Just change your payment or whatever. Or tell your bank that it's cool and it'll go through.
Okay.
I spent 3 hours trying to change the payment. And it kept saying, oh, you can only change it once. Finally went through. And I had already called the credit card that I switched it to that it wasn't fraud.
So it's you secured the pre-order?
Yes.
But the payment was
because of the payment was fucked. I got lucky. A lot of people on the subreddit were just straight up people were saying they would get the text at 1 a.m. Hey, your card got declined.
Ooh.
And then send 1 or yes or whatever to verify that it's you, and we'll charge it again.
Okay.
People were before I could immediately text back, Walmart had texted me saying it was canceled. I guess Walmart then went back. I guess it was an issue with their system.
Damn it! I got third.
And
Fuck, now I can pay attention.
And people got their shit.
That's good.
But it was funny because I got it through them. They declined some of my other shit because of my card. So I went to Best Buy. And Best Buy is where I pre-ordered my Pro Controller. Mm-hmm. I couldn't pre-order the Joy-Cons. Those were out, and that pissed me off. You
got a second pair of Joy-Cons?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
See, everything that I did was just, if I'm gonna want it, I'm just gonna fucking do it now.
Just so you don't.
Yeah, because I know me and you were talking, and you're like, oh, well, you can use old Joy-Cons, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have the same features.
Correct.
So, one of the big things I'm excited for, it's why one of the whole reasons I bought the camera is the Jamboree DLC.
Yeah.
Because the girls like Jamboree.
Yes.
But there's a couple games where you have to use them as a mouse.
Bro.
And I'm I don't know if they'll let you do it with an analog stick.
And what I didn't know is that you're not just getting modes added to Jamboree. They're introducing a partner mode and frenzy where it's 5 turns.
Damn.
I'm not going to go more into that because I haven't gotten to my half of my Switch thing.
Yeah.
Yours seems a little bit more complicated.
Yeah. Me and Avril Lavigne, dude. That was Avril Lavigne, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You have to go.
Yeah. You're that's Kelly Clarkson, you fucking dumbass.
Right, yeah. So we both tried doing the same shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through online. I think it was 2 a.m. and we just gave up. I woke up from a text from you saying, dude, Walmart. And I woke up, still couldn't get it. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, because Walmart went through.
Yeah.
But then it had declined 1 card. And then I said yes, and it still didn't work, so I used a different card.
Gotcha.
And that's where all that... And because I broke everything up, my my bank was like, okay, so you're spending $500 here, and then like Mario Kart, the Pro controller and the camera, there's over $200.
So you went physical for Mario Kart. Okay.
And I get, I could have gotten, I could have
saved 30, but like
I like my physical
you
collection.
like physical, yeah.
And if it was like, hey, we're dropping 5 games day one, I may have been like, all right. But I didn't even plan on picking up Bravely Default.
So those are the only 2 that you have?
Only 2 games I bought.
Okay.
There is a part of me that really wants to buy Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. The Switch. I got the upgrades for free.
So so how much would that cost you?
It's what, 80 and 70?
So it's the same game, all like the whole game.
So essentially, what it is, right, is each game it's a $10 upgrade, right? So all they did, they're not saving you any money. So like when Jamboree, right, $60 game, a $20 upgrade. Because we own it for Switch One, all we have to do is pay the $20 upgrade to get all the shit. But let's say you don't have it, it's an $80 game for Switch 2 because you're paying $60 for the game and $20 for the expansion.
Yeah, see this transition from like
it's
Switch 1 to Switch 2 edition. So I will buy the Jamboree TV pack, whatever it's called.
It's only going to be like $20.
So then do I have to use, because I bought it digitally, the game for the Switch. Okay, so I transfer that over.
Yeah.
And then the pack would just get added to it. I don't have to like...
just like a DLC.
Okay, so I don't have to buy any... All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you got... And then...
So that's the whole thing. Is like, because I'm an expansion pack, which, have you seen the thing?
What?
Can you turn... I know this isn't good for our audio listeners.
What's up?
Have you seen... I need you to go to GameCube.
GameCube.
And once you get into GameCube, like, as soon as you press Tyler...
I gotta turn on my volume. Hold on. Did something Oh, okay, hold on. I think you're trying to do you're trying to do a thing.
Yeah,
dude,
so
if it's the same
move the move the stick as you're going in, or you may just have to hold it in one direction, and it's gonna give you the GameCube.
Wait, did it never do that before?
It doesn't do that if you just go straight into it.
Wait, what is it? Okay, hold on.
It just pops up like you're playing a normal classics.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, I saw somebody talking about it online. They're still trying to do that weird noise. Yeah. But
yeah.
What were we talking about?
Okay, so what I was gonna say
this is really cool.
Is that even like this week, I think technically a week ago, maybe 8 days, you panicked. Walmart sent you that email.
Yeah, I was panicked. Well, because then the thing that sucked, right, is they were like, they were like, hey, you changed your thing. They're like, because it was Walmart, it's finally showing up on my credit card. Everything else popped up. But it was like, we're going to charge it like day of. So I was like, what if it declines because of fraud that day and they just cancel it?
Yeah.
So until it was like, I got the text like the night before that was like, hey, we're preparing your order. And I was like, all right, it's going through.
Yeah.
It's going through. Like and then the thing that's so funny is because I did GameStop or Best Buy, this shit annoyed me.
Yeah.
I did like, because it's 3 different orders because the way I pre-ordered shit. Because like I'd pre-order something and then 2 weeks later, Walmart would decline it. So I would just go, fuck, let's see if Best Buy has it. And I would do it at Best Buy.
Yeah.
For some reason, it wouldn't let them bring out all 3 of my orders at once. So I was like, cool, I'm just going to go. I switched it to pick up inside instead of curbside. And then while I was in there, I'm like, oh, they have Joy-Cons. Oh, Bravely Default. All right, it's a $40 game.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I didn't want to just be... Because as much as I love Mario Kart...
Yeah.
3 starring, I didn't know it was going to be as hard as it was.
Yeah.
That I can't lose more than like 2 or 3 cups before I need to take a break.
So you play some, yeah.
So I needed something that was like, I wanted something else. So I was like, Bravely Default.
Yeah.
I'll get that. I've been actually putting more time into that than I have Mario.
Yeah. I was surprised when you told me that, like, hey, dude, Yeah, your
Sorry.
your Apple Watch has been like
Yeah,
reflecting
my
light
bad.
everywhere. You were like in stores and you told me just like, dude, everything's in stock in stores.
Dude.
I haven't been to a Target. I haven't been to a physical store since the night I picked up my Switch.
Yeah, the Target by my work doesn't have them. But dude, I go to Best Buy to pick shit up. I mean, at this point, me and you had fucking left breakfast. It was like 11 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
So they'd been open for an hour. I go up, and they've got a fuck ton. I was like, dang, a lot of people pre-ordered. And then the dude sees my Mario Kart, and he thinks he's looking for the Switch, like the actual console. And he goes, oh, where's the pre-order pile? Because these are just the normal pile. And I was like, so that whole big ass cart with all those on there, I was like, those are just like what you guys have in stock, and anybody can come pick them up. He was like, yeah.
Dude, that's so fucking night and day.
Pro controllers everywhere, Joy-Cons, and then I went to Target to do something like right after that. A bunch of fucking Switches. And then I'm at Walmart with Carrie shopping like later that night or the next day. Fucking Switch 2s.
So I'm glad that the Switch 2 is what it is. It's basically an upgrade of the Switch, so people know what to expect. Therefore, Nintendo knows that people want it.
Yeah.
And because I texted you this morning that like that statistic, like it broke a record.
3.5 million.
The fastest selling. And you're saying there's just a plethora in stock. We didn't have that for Switch.
Granted, I haven't been back to those stores.
Yeah.
The only reason why I went to that Target is because I've been wanting an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And I've been like for the past week, I've been like debating, get a push notification from Target, $80 off.
Ooh.
And I was just like, cool. So I went over to Target at work, and as I'm sitting there talking to the dude, this lady walks up, very rude. The dude's in the middle of looking something up for me. She goes, you guys got any Switch 2s? And he was like, nope, all out. And her kids look sad, and that made me happy. maybe he would have had one if you weren't rude.
It is funny. It's just night and day of like, hey, we sold way more than we did when we were selling the Switch, and we still have some. If you want the Switch, good fucking luck. I had to wait till like 2-3 weeks afterwards.
Yeah, and I feel like you had to do like the big ass bundle.
I had to buy a bundle from GameStop, and I will stand by this. If you are bundling, if I'm selling a bunch of shit on Marketplace, right?
There needs to be a discount.
And someone's like, "Can I buy 5 of those?" I'm just like, "Oh, cool. I'll take $5 off then."
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to buy everything at just face value.
That's all it is. Yeah. It's like it's $800 because it's $500, $600.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. So all right.
That's why people are a little upset with the physical edition of like Switch 2 games. Where it's like, cool, you're selling Breath of the Wild's a $60 game. It's a $10 upgrade pack.
Yes.
So I get why people are like, I get why you're selling it for $70, but you couldn't just sell it for $60. You know, like, but I get it.
Yeah.
The one thing that's funny that people are like super upset about, and I'm not defending Nintendo on this, it's just funny that people were surprised. Dude, fucking Nintendo doesn't discount games. Like, they haven't done the selects in forever. So I'm surprised that people were upset that, like be upset about the prices.
Yeah.
But people were like, I can't believe Nintendo did this. Like, you sure?
Yeah. Wasn't the last time they did selects was for the Wii? I don't even think Wii U got
I don't know if Wii
anniversary
U did.
titles.
I know 3DS did.
Okay.
But I don't know where that timeline lined up.
That'd be after the Wii.
So yeah, they got them.
But then the last thing about your pre-order thing that I didn't believe you at first is that you threw away your bag that your Switch 2 came in, right, from Walmart?
Yeah. Well, it was I took the Switch out of it, and then I was, plastic everywhere, and Carrie was going to work cuz shout out to Walmart. They were like, it's going to be delivered before 9 a.m. Got it at 7:04. So Carrie's getting up, and she goes, I got one task for you. You can do everything else. Just clean up the plastic.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. So I'm cleaning it up, and I grabbed the bag because it's like a shopping bag, like one of those like reusable shopping bags, and it had weight to it. And there was a 20-ounce Coke and a fucking can of Pringles.
That is fucking hilarious. When you texted me that, I was like, I thought you were just bullshitting me.
And I guess, at least from like the random things I saw online, was because Walmart had such a, like, it panicked people like they did me.
Yeah.
That it was supposed to be a nice, like, gesture of like, hey, we're sorry for that. Like, you know, it's nothing
That's nice.
crazy, but it's like, here you go.
I like
so
that.
I'm like, that's cool. I was like, I wasn't expecting that, so I had fucking threw the Coke in the fridge. I was like, cool.
And okay, so my pre-order experience was vastly different from yours, but not as convoluted because I only bought one thing.
Yeah.
I went with the Mario Kart bundle because as the Switch life went on, like I have a physical collection racked up, but one of my most played games would be Mario Kart. And I always hated having to find the cartridge.
Yeah, you just want to keep... I get that.
So the digital, that part for me was convenience, and then they started releasing the vouchers, which I really hope that they will do for Switch 2 at one point.
They're just going to have to up the price of the voucher.
Yeah.
Because people were already... That Tears of the Kingdom, you could get a voucher for it for Switch 1.
Yeah.
So you got a $70 game, and you can get a $60 game for the $30.
Yeah.
But...
So when the vouchers came out, I'm like, oh shit, the first one I did it for was Tears of the Kingdom, and whatever game I paired it with. So I've saved like $30 or something. So I'm like, sweet. Another reason for me to buy digital. And then it's like, cool, Mario Party Jamboree, that's always in my Switch. That's awesome. So I just started doing digital. So the bundle was a no-brainer because I'm like, cool, it's already in my Switch, and I saved $50 or $30. I tried to do it online with you. We started like the minute it turned midnight.
Yeah.
We had no luck. I was actually trying to record a video because I was like, yo, everyone's freaking out. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, refresh ain't working.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do Target because
Yeah.
I got a discount if I bought it through Target. Nothing. I tried Best Buy. Nothing. Didn't even think about Walmart. GameStop wasn't going until 11 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
So I was on my phone during work doing that. Then I had some free time afterwards because GameStop opens at 12. So from 11 to 12, even while I'm driving, it's not dangerous. I'm just swiping down, refreshing. Nothing.
Dude.
I eventually can sign into my account, but then I have to search for Switch. Nothing. There's a line outside of the GameStop I go to, and they do a quick count. Who's got the regular and who's got the bundle? I raise my hand for the bundle. They're like, okay, cool. All right, we have 15 of these ones and like 26 of the Mario Kart bundles. Weird that the bundle they had more of, but I was like, cool. And so they count them out. They're like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, sorry, that's it. And like 5 people had to leave. Couple people after the fact came in the store, and people were really nice. And they're just like, hey, sorry, we don't want you to waste your time in line.
See, I am all for that. Like,
Yeah.
if shit sells out, that's cool.
Yeah.
But fucking tell me.
Yep.
You know, like, hey, don't wait. This is how, like, don't let me pray that dude in front of me doesn't buy the last one. Let me know for sure.
Those people were all very, very vocal about it. So I don't really ever pre-order anything from GameStops. They're just like,
not anymore.
do you want to put money down or pay for it all? I'm like, what? Pay for it all. So I get my receipt. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't have to worry about anything until right when I'm at the register, the day the Switch comes out, and they're like, do you have your final receipt? I'm like, yeah, here. They're like, no, your final one. I'm like, what? Apparently you have to finalize a receipt. That's a pre-order receipt. But they were able to do that at the register, but then after that, one of the guys was like, okay, cool, so this is what I got to look out for, and then he goes back outside. I'm like, cool.
That's cool.
Sorry, everybody, but I guess it speeds up things.
It's been so long. Hey, at least they didn't staple your shit.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking funny.
Which is annoying, but also, I don't understand why the fucking Switch itself is super close to the front of the box.
It's not greatly packaged at all. Like, all the cords are underneath.
Yeah, and it's
they
like
should have flipped that.
The fact that they stapled it, and it's not like they used a fucking staple gun.
Yeah.
They stapled and it went through cardboard and then like fucking punctured the like that's insane, dude.
And to staple it, you have to lay that thing flat out and you're just smacking a box. And it's like, guys, you don't.
Yeah, see, that is also dumb that they did it, but I'm like, damn, Switch.
Yeah. So that was funny. And I guess the only other problem I ran into was that we were wanting to make a video, play Mario Kart World for the first time. It was like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I went to download it. That was easy. Error.
Was it fast?
There was an error because it wasn't playable. We assumed, all right, cool, it's probably 3 a.m.
More like Switch assumed.
it's stupid. It's probably like a 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard, 12
well, that's
a.m.
because that's the problem. Yeah.
And I was tired.
Sucks.
I had allergies. I was like, cool. I didn't want to be on camera anyway, so it worked out. The transfer, dude, I got so hyped from the transfer. Hey, babe.
Hi. Oh, he was talking to you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, Ash.
I got so hyped from the transfer. It was so fucking easy to do.
Yeah.
Then there's music playing the whole time. And then the music never came back. The only thing that happens is when, like, you turn, if it's docked, it makes that little jingle.
Yeah.
And that's nice. You can control whether you want that soft, normal, or loud. I have it on loud.
Did you do your license thing? I had to look that shit up.
What
So what happened is I transferred everything from Switch. This is how I'm gonna word this. I got Switch 1, OLED 2, right?
Okay.
Everything from my Switch 1 to my OLED.
Okay.
And then my OLED's been my main one.
Yes.
Since 2023.
Same.
Right? So I transferred stuff from the OLED to the 2.
Same.
But because of that, my original Switch was where my account was registered.
Interesting.
It didn't make my Switch 2 my primary, which is stupid.
Okay.
But so I'm doing that, and I'm like, cool, I'm going to download this Breath of the Wild upgrade pack. And I'm just going to try out Breath of the Wild. One, it took like 4 hours to download that fucking upgrade pack. That's an issue, GameStop. I don't know if that was because like my internet, like I thought it was my internet, but I fucking downloaded like a 50 gigabyte game on my Xbox in like 35 minutes.
Damn.
I bravely default. I didn't get to play day one. Because I tried and it was like cool 8 hours to download. So I just did it overnight. But I digress, right? So because of that, they did these whole virtual card bullshit.
Yeah, which I'm like, I don't get it.
I don't get
whatever.
it. Which is fine if I want to let you play a game.
Yes.
Right? But because my account was still linked to the Switch 1, even though I had a physical copy of Breath of the Wild and all of my save files are on my Switch 2, it wouldn't let me play it. So I had to like go find the Switch 1. Took me a while to realize it was the Switch 1 and not the OLED that was giving me the issue.
Ooh.
Look on Reddit, and there's a thing where it's I haven't really held it in handheld mode too
I just
much.
played it for the first time today in handheld mode.
So you go up to you.
Okay.
And then was it user settings? Online license settings. You want to turn that on.
Oh, yeah. I've never even... Mine wasn't even toggled on.
Well, because a lot of people were going, dude, I can't do it because I sold my Switch to a friend or sold my Switch a year ago.
Oh.
And people were like, you just need to get on and do that. Because you can get on to Nintendo's website and deregister your account from there. But I found all that out after I had done this virtual card bullshit. Because it was like, you need to download your virtual cards. And I was like, whatever. Linked my account. And then I put Breath of the Wild in. And it's like, cool, download, do your virtual card. And it worked. And I was like, why do I need a virtual card if I have the fucking game?
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, you just need to toggle that and you're good.
Yeah.
Because if you tried to put a Switch 1 game in it.
I played Smash Bros.
Oh, God. Yeah, I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And I think it was a big problem was the fact that somehow when my Switch 1 went to my OLED and my OLED became my primary one, it then made my Switch 1 back to being primary and not my Switch 2. So I had to go and set it next to it. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
How does the Switch online transferring, how does all of that compare to Xbox and PlayStation? Because I'm familiar with neither of them.
Dude, fucking...
Is Switch's online shit easy? Because it feels complicated.
Dude, so I haven't really done... So, whenever I played, a new system, like a new Xbox system, I never transferred anything.
You just kept both?
Just because I kept it. And most of the time, Xbox was weird where it would it wasn't until within the past few years that they've really pushed the backwards compatibility thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like when I got a new one, I didn't need to transfer things. I just signed into my account.
Okay. I'm gonna look up something real quick.
But it's been a while and I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember ever. I feel like I transferred stuff from my Wii to my Wii U.
Yeah.
That was pretty easy.
Because right now, what I'm thinking about doing, and my voice probably sounds quiet because I'm looking at my computer, is that You gotta get... Fuck! Okay, that's what I... Oh, thanks for sticking the mic.
I got you, dog.
Yeah.
Yo,
Did you... What?
Sorry.
Your watch just talked. And
Stop listening.
Everybody's talking.
Fucking stop. Shazam, stop. What the fuck? Sorry.
No, we're good. No, what were you gonna ask me?
I got this website from Miller. I'm hoping he's doing something with it first, which is awesome because I'm gonna see how his experience is. But let me pull it up because I had asked him not too long ago if he wanted to buy my OLED. Not my OLED, my OLED Steam Deck.
Okay.
And he was like, "Nah, I just can't afford it." But there's this website called It's Worth More.
Interesting.
You apparently go on there, you type in what you got. They send you a prepaid label, you mail it in, and then they send you a Zelle payment within 5 days.
Ooh, okay.
He said it's got 4 stars on it's got good reviews on Reddit. And he texted me about this Sunday and said, I'm about to send in a few things. But he screenshotted for me what my Steam Deck's worth. So it's like Steam Deck 1 terabyte flawless because I used that shit for an hour. So maybe you can kind of get more.
Okay, it looks like you can cash in up to $130 for an OLED. I'm going to say it's flawless because it pretty much is. Next step, it's fully operational. Everything's going to be included because why not? I guess the grip and the straps. Calculating offer value, $112.
So
you trade in for Best Buy and they're willing to give you $130.
Yeah.
You trade into GameStop, they're giving you like $104. The only reason that I am even debating or considering trading in because I'm keeping the original Switch. I got that set up. I'm never going to touch it. That's fine. But the OLED, because I transferred everything over to the Switch too, I'm not going to play the OLED.
Yeah.
But I need a new dock. And a dock costs $120.
Yeah, that really bums me out.
And so the trade value kind of like that could help me out.
The dock I'm just going to ask for Christmas.
Yeah, but I just checked Best Buy, so I'm a little upset, salty about it. It's an e-gift card. And you know who sells the dock? Not Best Buy, only Nintendo.
Damn.
So I wonder if I can there's no way. Could you, I know everyone tries to do shit like this. Could you try? I don't know. I'm looking up there.
Dude, I was so fucking confused.
You're good.
You had like that TV moment where you look away and they're always like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Was he Friday the 13th up there?" The fuck
is if you could buy a gift card with a gift card, and if that Nintendo gift card's a Nintendo gift card, is that a Nintendo.com gift card? I feel like they only take just money. I don't think it's a gift card situation. But yeah, I want a new dock, so that's pretty much the biggest reason I would consider giving up my OLED.
That, and it's like, I like having, I want to go back and buy some retro consoles, and I like having a console.
Yeah.
But it's like, I didn't even want the OLED.
I instantly had buyer's remorse.
I only got the OLED because I bought the Tears of the Kingdom bundle.
Which is much better. I just got a plain one.
Yeah, so and then my original Switch, I'm just going to use, let Morgan play shit on. Just use Super Pump, because she'd been seeing commercials for Mario Kart.
Hell yeah.
So then I picked her up, and I was just like, guess what we're about to do? She said, what? Yeah. And I turned it on.
Now that we talked about pre-ordering the Switch, and I think I preferred how I did it, the in-store thing.
Yeah.
I just didn't like everything leading up to it.
I just wanted one.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I pre-order anymore. I pre-order if it's something I think is they're
you just
gonna run
want
out
to make
of.
sure you have it, yeah.
Or Best Buy, your cat's going to flip the fuck out. I'm going to cover this Apple Watch.
Because the reflection.
Yeah. But, or Best Buy will have cool pre-order bonuses.
Yeah.
But, I just wanted the Switch, you know? And I was fine for a month and a half until that text fucking scared the shit out of me.
All right. So we both commented earlier that we haven't really played this in handheld mode. I just dock it and it's beautiful and it's 4K and it's awesome.
I did that with my Switch 1 though. I wasn't a big docked person because I I don't take it places.
No, you are a big dock person, is what you're saying.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Because
I meant like a handheld undock.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm playing it, I'm at home. I would play it handheld if like Carrie wanted the TV or something, but typically if that's the case, I'm not playing. It is nice.
I'm loving this magnet thing.
Yeah. It's so sturdy feeling.
And I'm the exact opposite. I'll play handheld all the fucking time unless I'm like making a video. But yeah, the first time I was playing it handheld while you were driving up here. Dude, it doesn't feel like a Nintendo. It feels different. It's got to be because it's bigger. I have a grip that I'm fucking waiting to get sent to me.
That's what's in that box.
Yeah. No, it's not. I wish.
That's your dildos.
Yeah, no, it's not. I wish.
Thanks, Ash.
That's not funny.
She laughed in the background.
No, it's not.
Plural.
And yeah, so I always play a handle with a grip, but just that was nice. And there's something about like the matte finish. It's weird. This looks like just something different.
Yeah. This is also like I'm super glad I bought it.
These are weird.
You know, like
I haven't really touched these.
I'm enjoying it. But I also get why people didn't or won't yet.
What, pre-order?
Yeah, like because like there are a lot of people that are like in like, oh yeah, I love my Switch, but I don't need to get a Switch 2 right now.
Yeah.
And I get why people didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I could. It is Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And like it's
that,
Mario
and
Kart.
it's like I'm gonna want it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy. Why wait a year and then I'm like, dude, I'll just fucking buy it now and play. Like, Bravely Default could have been the only game, and I'm just like, I'm still gonna get the Switch.
Is that a new game?
It's ported or remastered on Switch too, from 3DS.
So it was a new game. Technically, like it wasn't for the Switch. Like
no, yeah.
Everything else is like, hey, Tears of the Kingdom, but Switch 2 version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, yep.
That's dope.
Launch title.
How's that working? How is that game?
It's dope, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's JRPG.
I know you said you're playing it probably more. You at least put more time into it.
Yeah, dude, because like Mario Kart, it frustrates me in a good way. But there is nothing worse. I have made it to the 4th race in like 2 cups, but like 8 different times, and then fucking lost in the final.
Yeah.
Do that, and it's like I'm relearning how to play Mario Kart. Just because it's like, it's bigger. The carts still have stats, but you're not building them anymore.
Which I prefer.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And these people that are doing these like fucking tricks.
Dude.
I cannot ride on walls and hit these rails like these people are doing. The AR.
AR?
Yeah, dude.
The AI.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking out of here, buddy. But like the AI, like I feel like is just smarter.
A little
like
bit.
They're taking shortcuts.
Yeah.
Like I fucking Donkey Kong. Fuck him. He was like in front of me, and I saw him with mushrooms.
Yeah.
He waited like 30 seconds.
No
and then
shit.
took a grass shortcut using his mushrooms.
That's fucking smart.
So I was like, oh, you guys are kind of...
The Mario Party Jamboree computer players are way dumber.
Yeah.
All they is that I go to the star, and I guess in Mario Kart logic, that's how can I get to the finish line before everybody else? And that's saving your mushrooms. But yeah, it makes me feel like I'm seeing all these videos of like wall tricking and rails,
dude,
and taking your hairpin turns on the inside of a rail, gliding off to another, jumping off to another thing, and I'm just like, am I playing this game right?
Yeah,
because I just try to race fast.
And this is, I don't know how you're gonna feel about me saying this. Free roam's just okay.
I'm not a big fan of it.
I guess this is the same consensus that every other player has had.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be more.
So
the P switches are fun, but they don't track. Like I don't think you can. Like
no, it shows you a number, but I don't think it shows you a number like in the area.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, you'll drive to it and it'll be grayed out.
Yeah, and then the blocks. The blocks seem like something they just threw in to give you more to do.
And then there's Peach medallions.
Yeah.
Like it's random. In the thing that like I hate it when something has a good idea and then they drop the ball.
Yeah.
The mini map in the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
Fuck does that do?
The only good thing about it is it lets you see on the map that like on the other side of that wall is a switch.
Wait, does it?
Yeah.
Because I've never paid attention to it.
Well, the thing that threw me off is I went to one of like Toad Circuit or some shit. Well, Mario Circuit. And I'm driving around and I pull up to binoculars.
Yes.
And it lets you see everything.
Yeah.
After that is when I first noticed the mini map. And I was like, oh, you have to go to each thing. And that's not the case.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But because I was doing that because like from the thing, like from the binoculars, I'm like, I can see that question mark.
Yeah.
And then I would drive in that direction and I'd get lost. I'm like, where the fuck is it? And then the mini map would show it.
What I wish, because I like the idea of like, hey, that mountain over way back in the distance, like with Breath of the Wild, you can drive to it.
Yeah.
You can get there. But like in between, it's just P-switches and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish...
And I don't think they unlock things outside of maybe stickers. That's like complete 10 P-switches.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even completed 10.
I think there's like 100.
Maybe.
100.
I have no idea. I'm not that invested into it.
Yeah. Knockout Tour's sick though.
Because they're not fun to do.
Yeah.
What I wish is that it worked like Korok seeds and you had the Korok outfit where it started shaking. I don't need an arrow to guide me to it just because that kind of defeats the purpose of open world. But I got nothing. I just drive around and hope I find something.
Yeah.
So there was one time when I saw that someone was a target.
Oh.
It'll show a racer and it just says target and you got to try to hit him with a shell. I've
chased Nabbit a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, I chased him once. I like that there's just sometimes some stars.
Yeah.
Bouncing around the tracks.
The world is good. I just wish there was more to do in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a lot of people's main concern.
Yeah. And my biggest gripe with Mario Kart World, just how it is the items. The characters are fine. The tracks are fine.
Fuck the feather.
The feather is fucking stupid.
I hate it when I'm like, bro, I need that spot.
You jump up in the air
and it
slows you down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I haven't really, unless you can feather up to a wall.
That, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can feather jump red shells.
You can feather jump red shells, not blue shells. That just makes you die
I tried
faster. That just makes you die faster.
Yep.
So I'm like, get rid of the feather.
I like how quick you are to get back, though.
Yes.
Like, you hit a banana or something,
yeah.
You're not like
The game is very forgiving. It says, hey, you get hit by something, you're going to go from 1st to 17th real quick. We're going to try our best not to let that happen.
Yeah.
The rest is up to you. And I'm like, I love this game. It's great.
The AI and everything feels like 200cc. Because 200 in like deluxe, if you hit a wall or hit some grass, you are immediately in like 6th place. Because everybody was right there.
Yeah, and I don't need 200cc in this game. I don't think so. I think that's what...
I think that's why it's not.
I heard someone mention this, is that the way I described it, I'm like, this is like playful, it's like casual, and someone's like, yeah, it's not as competitive as Deluxe was.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was very competitive because it was very like...
It was the pinnacle of what Mario Kart was.
It was predictable.
Yeah.
And there's a pattern to everything. You mastered tracks, what shortcuts to take and whatnot. And so it made it more competitive. With this game, everything's a variable. You got all these stage hazards, all these different paths that you can take.
The whole, like, it'll turn you into, like...
The Kamek Orb.
Yeah. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's like the Boo item. Like, it doesn't hurt you, but, like, I took
didn't those, like, as if it's like the Chuck things?
It could make a bunch of Charge and Chucks show up, like, on the on the map.
Run at you
I had Larry do his little tornado spinning thing.
Oh, nice.
In front of me. I had
the fucking cactus.
The Pokies.
Yeah, I had those.
You had those? I unlocked like 3 characters.
I do that
because it turned me into a dolphin. It turned me into...
Oh, shit.
Maybe the Chuck guy.
That explains... Okay.
And it turned me into a cataquack.
I do...
Or a coin coffer.
I do like that I'm unlocking things.
Yeah.
Also, more than 10 coins at a time. Which really helps if your whole thing is unlocking shit through coins.
And then that's what brings me back to items. I think it's really stupid that they gave us another item for coins. The question mark block.
Yeah.
Why? You have coins on the track. You have coins in that question mark block. You don't need coins as an individual item. You don't.
Yeah, that, and you even got the shell.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes, you don't need coins as an individual item. I think they need more power-ups. They need to use more power-ups. I think the hammer is really cool.
Yeah.
I stand by. I think I saw someone, they're just like, these are the best items I would love to see in the new Mario Kart. And it was like a year ago. But they
brought back the super mushroom. I thought that was cool.
I love that. And I like Boo changes. You can go off-road and it doesn't slow you down.
Yeah, you can also, I heard...
and I don't think that was the case in Mario Kart 8.
If you use Boo, you can also avoid blue shells.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome.
I saw somebody talking about that.
That's really cool. No, okay, so they brought the ice flower in, right?
Yeah.
But it does the same fucking thing as a fire flower.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
What
would have been super cool is if, because of the side scrollers do it, at least like New Super Mario Bros. Did it, and even the one for the Wii. No, that was the New Super. There's just so many fucking names. It turned you into a block. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Is if it turned you into a block, you slid. If you hit someone, that person also got hurt. But then you unfollowed and you just picked up from wherever you... So most of the time, if you're getting hit with a firefly and turned into a block, you're probably hitting a wall or going into the grass. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But no, why... That's like if they just brought in like an orange shell, but it was the exact same thing as a green shell. It's like, why have? It's just a different color.
I think great quality of life change that I don't have to hold back to
that
keep
is
my
really
shell
cool.
or banana back there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which sucks because I'm never in first place enough to fucking need that.
And then what...
Dude, this game fucking rough, dude.
And then what I saw is that like if you're in online mode and like you had a bomb behind you, other people can't see that. Oh. They can see the shells. Stuff that can actually like... I don't know, because I think if someone throws a bomb... Or if someone threw a shell at your bomb...
It would blow you up.
Yeah. So items that are meant for defense, they can see. So like, if you got the Boo... I think... Does the Boo hang out on the back of your cart?
I've never used a Boo.
Yeah, and I think a star does too. People aren't going to be able to see those. Because it doesn't matter. They can still hit you. If you don't have them activated. But no, back to the year ago video. One thing... Like he wanted the ice thing, but it was a lot cooler than what we got. Is the drill Mario? It'd be so cool. You could go like underground anywhere, but like through a shortcut, through a grass area, and it calls like what the moles do, and it has that little hill you can trick. That'd be really cool, and it lasts for like the same. I don't know, everything's kind of limited to the same amount of time.
Yeah,
a thing like that would be really fucking cool.
Like the timer.
Yeah. I think it'd be really cool is if the little fucking bubble Yoshi showed up and like you could just shoot bubbles behind you, and if someone like... I think it'd be really cool, kind of like my ice flower thing, is if someone's in a bubble, they immediately, whichever their direction they were driving, they have to float up, and then eventually they pop, and then they just have to drive from where they got picked.
Yeah, this is a little
things like that would be really fucking neat.
It's randomly off topic, but I fucking loved the bubble upgrade in Wonder.
The bubble up... Oh, yeah, you can jump on.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah. See, it's shit like that. I think Mario Kart has, superseded tracks and characters for me where I just want to see cool items.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a big component of... Like, no one's gonna... Like, could you imagine setting up a Mario Kart tournament or whatever, just like you would Smash Bros, and being like, hey guys, no items? Like, you're not gonna ever do that. I'll turn off coins and the blooper, which is still stupid, and it kind of sticks with you longer because you can't go underwater anymore. So you're driving on water, and the blooper, because in Mario Kart 8, it would just, you'd have your screen would be blooped and whatever, but you'd go underwater and it would disappear. The only way you can get rid of blooper is if you mushroom. Or go on like a boost pad, then it goes away. So you can't clean it off your screen anymore, it's just there. I'm like, I don't like that item. I think the lightning bolt is really cool. Yeah. Like, it just seems like it fucks you up way more. And, dude, the one thing I haven't done time trial modes yet. I haven't done knockout.
Knockout is fun, but fuck. The one thing that gets me is... the sprint ones, not sure if that's what they call them, That's what fucking Need for Speed used to call them.
Yes.
Where like a circuit was lap.
Circuit was lap.
Was just start to finish.
That's how I knew them growing up because of Need for Speed.
But like with the sprint, especially Knockout, because Knockout doesn't stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I think like things pop up on your screen. I only did it once. Things pop up on your screen, but you're going.
Okay.
And it was like 7.
That sounds cool.
It was fun, but like it's gonna be a bitch. There's like 8 of them. And you get like a crown.
Yeah.
But because of that, there's no like 3-star. It's just you need to be in first at the very end of this. So I think I only got silver. Bitches.
I think one thing I'd really like to see is I love that they got rid of the tires and the gliders and whatever. And it's just, here's your cart, you're good to go. It'd be cool to like, hey, I want it to be this color.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like now they give your characters costumes and then they took away a thing from vehicles. So it's like,
yeah,
that's a little backwards. I mean, it balances, but it's backwards.
Yeah.
And then I guess my biggest gripe is just, it hasn't bothered me as much now as I thought it would when I was seeing it in the trailers and overview videos, is the character select screen with all the different slots taken up by costumes.
Yeah, that annoys me.
It annoys me, but it for some reason doesn't bother me as much. And I think the only reason it doesn't bother me is because I don't race as the same character anymore. Every time I race, I pick someone different. Yeah. So either way, I'm scrolling through the pages.
Yeah, it gives off like Dragon Ball Z vibes.
Yep, totally.
Because Dragon Ball Z games would do that. They're like, dude, this is a fighting game with 90 characters. And you're like, well, 1 through 22 are Goku.
That's just like, hey, we got Mario, Baby Mario, Metal Mario, Cat Mario, and Tanuki Mario.
Yeah.
Surprisingly not Dr. Mario.
Yeah, that's what's up with that. He's too busy.
Right? What characters would you want in this game? Because while they did what I wanted to get rid of Link, Villager, that, because it was going the Smash Bros route, and I was like, that's a little too much, because then at that point you're never satisfied.
Yeah.
But like, we got the fucking bat.
Dude, honestly, I don't think outside of guest characters, I don't think that there is a... Okay, it looks the same. I was seeing how the volume sounded with me.
Oh, yeah.
Jumped up.
No, you're good. You're good.
Was that me?
Yeah, something fell.
That was my... Oh, it's my phone. It's under your chair. But like, they've done too many.
Yeah.
Outside of giving me an original character, Diddy Kong, maybe?
Yeah. And even Diddy Kong and Funky Kong were the last fucking booster course people.
Yeah. But outside of that, I don't think you can...
You gotta think a little bit harder.
I do that. Like, personally.
EGAD would be really cool.
Yeah.
But then, the only reason...
The Ghost.
Yeah, that I can justify all these other characters getting in, because they are in Mario games.
Yeah.
It's not just, hey, he's in that one, well, a few games. EGAD is...
Technically, EGAD he's in 3, at least.
Yeah.
And he's mentioned in a 4th. Because he's the one who built Flood in Sunshine.
Oh. Yeah. So, like, we're probably not going to see Cogsworth.
Flood would be cool.
Flood would... Wait.
Flood wearing Cappy.
Yeah, see? Shit like that, but it's, dude, like...
Could you imagine a Cappy item where I throw it at you and AI takes over my person and I control you for like 3 seconds?
What the hell? I don't even know how that would work.
Well, it would switch to almost like smart steering and auto accelerate for you, and then you just get to fuck up someone else.
Well, that'd be really cool. What if like you just switched places with that person for a quick second?
Yeah, and I could drive you into a wall.
Yeah. Oh boy, I hate it already.
It'd
be really cool, but I hate it.
But yeah,
I think it'd be because it's the items for me. Like meteoring is a really big thing in Smash Bros. Yeah. And I think the item that could do it, it's in like Super Mario World or Mario 2 Lost Lands or like Advance, where you throw metal balls. And it's like, I think it's for Game Boy because I've
never seen that.
It's like that green yellow looking brown kind of. Whoa. Before it was colored.
Whoa.
Here, let me...
What is he saying? Colored.
Let me see.
Are you gonna post it on the video?
I'm shouting so you can hear me. Super Mario
Game
Ball?
Sounds fucking.
Nope. What is it called? Silver Ball.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Silver Ball refers to a chain chomp.
Oh,
no!
Is Chain Chomp a character? Wait, Super Ball. Ball
No,
and Chain?
It's... Fuck. It's this. It's this color. The Super Ball flower. I'm going to look that up. Super
stupid.
Ball Flower Mario. Aha! Ball!
It looks stupid.
Well, now I feel stupid. It literally like... It like pinballs off of things. That'd be cool. What were we saying?
I don't know. Man.
Different racers.
Different racers. Yeah, there's
Different
not really,
characters.
like Diddy Kong, Egad.
I think they missed a big opportunity because now I'm thinking about the items in not bringing back a lot of like the Double Dash ones. Like, because you just mentioned Chain Chomp, or I read it or something. That was a really cool item.
Yeah, I mean, they brought back the Super Mushroom.
Yeah.
We touched on that. I touched on you.
What?
Touching you. Ba, ba, ba.
And I fucking hate, and I understand why you can't do it logistically, because Double Dash, but the switching items. I wish you could switch items. I really wish. Sometimes I wish you could just not use an item. Like,
dude, let me drop it.
When they give me the feather, I don't want that.
I don't.
It'd be really cool if you could drop it, and then that is just on the course for, like, when you get hit, and it's like, yo, there's a lot of mushrooms right here. Because people got electrocuted and they had a bunch of mushrooms.
Yeah.
So what if you could just drop an item, and then someone else could pick that up? That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when, like, you play a game a lot, you love a game, you start to nitpick.
Yeah.
Because you're like, damn, it's so good.
I am.
That why isn't this?
Yeah. I'm still really enjoying the game.
Yeah.
But.
Like, I'm really taking my time with it.
Yeah.
First, like, I don't know why, like, I'm building up the hype for knockout mode.
I just like that there's stuff to unlock.
Yeah.
Because, like, spoiler, her mirror mode isn't unlockable.
I read about that. You have to...
And then the special cup is also unlockable, which we all knew that was going to fuck.
Which I got the special cup, obviously.
See, I almost want to run through...
You didn't get it yet?
No, because remember I said I haven't done... I've only done 2 cups because
bro.
I did the 2, and then now I go, I need a fucking 3-star.
I'll tell you, Rainbow Road, fucking, it's the new, that's the best one. Because it has, like, small spoiler, like, each lap is kind of like a different type of Rainbow Road. And
That's cool.
It's really neat.
It always, the deluxe Mario Kart 8 one always bothered me. I don't like the space station vibe. Yeah. I just like that it's this fucking...
I think my favorite Rainbow Road is probably Wii. It feels like if someone were to say Rainbow Road, that's what you think.
Wii or 64?
64 is pretty good.
Because 64 felt like...
64 is the sprint.
Yeah.
And it's very...
It felt like a celebration.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like it was...
Like you're driving through credits type vibe.
It felt much more celebratory on the N64.
Yeah.
Because, like, you would see the characters' firework displays.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then you get the Chain Chomp driving up, and the train is... I don't know.
I thought it was real cool.
I think now it throws out coins, but before there'd just be a train in the air, and it was really fucking neat.
Yeah. I always like how they do those things. Like, one of my favorite things in Mario Kart 8 was to play Super Nintendo stages.
Yeah.
Just because they're blocky.
I love them.
And I like that they, you know...
actually,
Rainbow Road is really fun with that just because it's that original...
Yeah.
Like, blocky-ass shape.
Like, it's funny because I just made a video where I ranked the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks, and I put the SNES Rainbow Road as an S tier, the top one. And then I made it to, I think, the Rainbow Road for 3DS, and I swapped them. Because I'm like, while I love the SNES Rainbow Road, it is just flat. There are some ramps.
Mm-hmm.
But the SNES one, you're driving rings of a planet, you can fall down to the moon. Or the 3DS. I don't know what I feel like I said something different. But yeah, no, the new Rainbow Road, I'm excited for you to play it because it is really like Ashley, she was the first person to play versus mode just so she could do that stage, and she made sure she got first in it. Sucks because versus wins don't matter. They don't do anything. They don't contribute to anything. But it is really cool. I kind of hope it never stops counting. But I like doing a race, and then it's like, you've raced 3,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
You've glided 800. I'm like, thank you. It feels like I'm still accomplishing something.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe went up to 10,000 coins.
Yeah.
And I think after that it just stopped.
You know the thing I'm excited about, and this is such a thing, because, like, I like being able to see your accomplishments on one screen.
Yeah.
So, like, it was nice when you would go down to 200cc and you would see that you 3-starred every cup.
Yep.
And I have a theory. Have you seen how this isn't like a theory, it's probably true. So have you seen what it looks like when you get stars?
Yes, it'll check mark it, and then it'll put a star next to it, right?
It's got 3 little stars. So, like, if the symbol, like, pull it up.
Got you. Because I've been trying...
I'll vamp.
Because, like, I'm not even trying to...
I want to suck your butt.
Dude, I'm not...
I'm,
you don't have to vamp, I'm talking.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I was trying to pull up earlier. I'm fucking out of memory. I didn't think that was going to be an issue. It's an issue.
Yeah. You know something else while you're pulling this up? Why are people so upset about the key cards?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I've always appreciated that I can put a Switch 1 game in and just play it. But people are upset about these key cards like that's not exactly how Sony and Microsoft currently do things. Like, I go buy a disc and I set that disc in my Xbox and then it has to download.
I think there's a thing of... It's always been a debate of physical versus digital, and I think people like just being able to own something.
Oh, so you do have them. So you've 2-starred and 1-starred.
Yeah.
So, like, I assume mirror mode is going to be the other side.
Maybe. But I've heard to unlock mirror mode, I think you at least need gold first place trophies. I've been trying to do that.
I also heard you have to gold knockout.
I think I heard that too, yeah. And then once you get that done and mirror mode unlocks, you then can unlock mirror mode in free roam.
Oh, I don't really care about that too much.
And the way you do it, I heard is fucking awesome.
Oh, damn.
You go to Peach Stadium, and there's the big stained glass picture of Princess Peach.
Yeah.
You drive through it, and it does like the Super Mario 64 portal kind of thing.
That's pretty sick.
And then it flips into mirror mode.
And
I don't know if you have to do that every time, but I feel like you probably have to.
But does that mean more P-switches?
I don't know. I really fucking couldn't. I doubt it.
Doing that.
I doubt it. I couldn't tell you. But also, when Ashley was doing versus mode, I thought it was really cool. I can show you real quick. Have you done versus mode?
No.
So when you go to just a verse race, you can then pick which tracks you want strung together.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Yeah, because I did it. I forgot I did it with Morgan.
Ooh, hold on. Let's see. I haven't done this. So course selection, you got open, random, and connected.
Yeah.
And I like that. So you can go from 3 to 32 races. Okay. I like it. Items. See, this is interesting, because in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they were all random and it made no fucking sense, but this one, it's just normal and frantic.
Yeah, like it was like bombs only, mushroom, because I always tossed mushrooms only when Morgan played.
It's funny.
This is what I thought a pro would be.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like, I've spent 10 years playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's just
wild.
It's still Mario Kart for me. Well, technically not 8 years playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's Mario Kart 8. Yeah. And so, like, I'll play Mario Kart World, but I'm not jumping on it every second of the day.
Yeah. I pop on, do a couple, see if I can get through a cup. Yeah. And then I go, all right. And then I go to Bradley.
And that's what I've been trying to do. Just because I want to unlock mirror mode. I like unlocking all the... I think that's what I do like about the costumes, is that once you unlock the characters, it's like, aw, that sucks. But then you want to, like, go through... And when you go in free roam mode... It gives you a reason
to play as other characters.
Yeah, and when you're in free roam mode, it'll show you all the character icons.
Yeah.
You hover over them, and it'll show you, like, 5 empty blocks. And you're like, cool, because that character has 5 total different costumes. Makes you want to do more. Yeah. And I'm like, I like it, because I just like finding all the little foods. Yeah. I still haven't found out if there's a rhyme or reason to which ones change or give you a costume or not. I don't think there is. Like, Ashley got, like, 3... in one race. I never got a single one. They give you a little boost, which is cool.
Yeah.
But it's just like she's driving. And she at the time is playing as the Pokey, which I keep wanting to call Wiggler. Or maybe it is Wiggler. The thing with a bunch of balls on it.
Yeah, no, Wiggler's the caterpillar.
And then Pokey's the thing.
The cactus that...
With no limbs.
Yeah, that you would, like, kick off the pieces to get to its head.
And so I don't know who I was at the time, but it wasn't either of those characters. We get the food thing, because she points it out. I follow, I get it. The food item, it's the little Pokies. She gets 3. I only get 2. Hers are like flaming hot Cheeto red. Mine are just normal orange. I was like, is that because you're that character? I don't think it gave her an alternate costume, but I'm like, it's interesting that there's just all these different variants of food.
Yeah.
So I think the food was a good addition. The wall riding, the being able just to jump whenever you fucking want to.
Yeah.
Because you can't just drive up to a wall like you could in Mario Kart 8. You actually have to like jump to it.
Yeah.
Which I like that because I wouldn't want to be like accidentally hugging a wall, but then you're on it and I could throw shit off. I like all the different fucking characters. Love 24 racers.
It's wild.
I think that's fucking awesome.
It is wild.
I kept doing shit. I'm like, fuck, I got 8th. I'm like, wait, no, let's divide that by 2. Technically, if this was the other Mario Kart, it'd be 4th.
Yeah.
Kept doing that. I love the different tracks. I like the connecting. I know people don't, but it's like,
yeah.
They're like,
I wish there was an option to not.
Yeah, they're like,
well, at least in Grand Prix.
Yeah.
To keep Grand Prix 333.
They're like, we only raced 1 lap in this. I'm like, not technically true, because they do have some that are like, hey, you're going to do 4 laps on this one.
The one was
you're
like...
do 5 on this one. Yeah, it's like, so if they want you to race a lot on it to get the full experience, they will. If not, you're just wanting to complain about anything.
The only thing I need on my Switch is just bring back Hulu.
Dude, that I like the camera, but I feel like neither of us have done it because you can't do it unless you're in a chat with someone. So that means the first part of it is just going to be you setting up the camera. There's not like a setting where it's just like, hey, try out your camera, because I connected a camera to it and it's just nothing. You go to chat and it just shows a bunch of your friends that are offline or whatever. I'm like, that's stupid. Put me in a little chat room. Do like what PictoChat did. Put me like fucking like, you get any MacBook and they got like the Photoshop or the photo booth.
I feel like it would if it wasn't marketed to kids.
It's stupid. You should be, if you buy an accessory, you should be able to use it. Like I know I don't know. Like I know what I'm trying to say. It just sounds stupid, but it's like there should be an in-switch mode where like you can play with the camera. And that brings me to the biggest...
every time you talk, I'm fucking...
And that brings me to the biggest fucking complaint I have about this. The fucking welcome tour pack
thing.
I would have loved to play that game.
I was close to buying it just to have something to do.
Yep.
They just need to not... All it needs to be, obviously, free.
Yeah.
But... Because it's just supposed to get you familiar with things.
Yeah.
But don't have unlockables.
Yeah, and there's like 20-something minigames.
Yeah, because it's like, they have like unlockables and shit. But because of that, you need a camera for one.
Yeah.
And you need the extra buttons.
And you need the Pro Controller. And you need
I think you only...
TV.
Yeah, and the 4K TV. I think you only need the Pro Controller because it's one of the things that has the buttons.
Okay.
But like... Just have it be something that teaches you.
Yeah.
And then once you connect something, you just unlock the tutorial.
Yeah.
Because like I could buy Welcome Tour and I could do 100% of it.
Yeah.
But it's like it needed to be just like, hey man, this is something fun. Once you have the camera, a little thing pops up. It doesn't unlock shit. It just teaches you about it. Yeah. So I don't know what they were thinking with that.
Yeah, that was really stupid. The chat thing is interesting. The cards are interesting. The eShop is a little bit different, but I like it.
Yeah,
it's red instead of orange, so I don't know why it was actually ever red. And now that we have orange and blue Joy-Cons, I don't know why it's red now. Do you think we're gonna get like what's the color? What are the color schemes for these things gonna be? Do you think it's legit? I don't think they're gonna do it.
I think they're gonna fucking lose. I'm gonna not buy fucking Joy-Cons.
I don't think they're gonna give us different Joy-Con.
I would only be down if you didn't bring out like different colors. You just brought out like special editions.
Just the whole Switch?
No, the Joy-Cons. Like here's $90 for like the Zelda ones,
Yeah.
the Skyward Sword,
Yeah.
only have that.
Yeah.
Because if you give me regular Joy-Cons, the only reason I bought other colors was just because I needed other Joy-Cons, and I went, I'm gonna go ahead and buy different colors
because they're there.
Yeah, I never was like I have to have. I was like these other Joy-Cons. I was like I want other ones. Cool, these are what they got. But for me to buy another set, you have to come out with like special edition like Zelda, Mario, instead of just being like, hey, it's Mario Red.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here, almost every single one that you can buy in a store right now I have, except for one. I do not have the double pink. I don't have the Princess.
Well, because like
ones.
part of me would have done that if it wasn't
so fucking expensive.
We'll do that and like if I'm gonna start something, I'm too much of like a completionist with that aspect of it, where it's like, because if I wanted all my Joy-Cons, I would be like, cool, I need all of them then. But then to swap the neon pink and the neon blue, the Switch was different.
Yeah. Which is really weird that they did that.
I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah. I don't like that the dock is still a dock. Like, even when the Wii U was technically when the gamepad was quote-unquote docked, you still saw things on the gamepad. Yeah. I think that's a missed opportunity. I'm
glad that they gave us a 4K HDMI.
Yeah.
Because I only had like one for my PS5 and one for my Xbox, but I'm glad that the Switch came with one.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, like I've played Mario Kart World for a few hours. Well, probably like 5 hours at this point. And
I think I'm done like 2. I put like 5 or 6 hours in Bravely Default.
Let me see. Does it show you?
Apparently, it doesn't make you wait 10 days anymore.
Okay, let's see.
You just have to hit 10 hours.
Oh, are you serious? So mine's not going to say... Mine just says Mario Kart World first played 6 days ago.
I guess after 10 days, it'll show it if it's like a little while or 5 hours or less. But if you play 10 hours day one, it'll tell you day one, apparently.
Interesting.
According to people online.
Ooh, invites to join game chat and online will appear here. Oh, so I can just add.
I mean, it's obviously, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
The one thing, and I think me and you talked about this during the fucking Switch 2 reveal, is like, I really want that GameCube controller.
Yeah.
But because of that completionist part of my brain is like, well, that means you got to get the NES Joy-Cons, and you got to get the Super Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and the 64.
Yeah, I have the NES ones, but then after that, they were really hard to get, so I just never got the rest.
I think right now you can buy like the NES, the SNES, and like the Sega all on Nintendo's website.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been spending a lot of money though.
Yeah.
Because my fucking Magic cards get here on Monday. Fuck.
I kind of wish the UI was a little bit different.
And Superman tickets today.
Yeah. I have like negative $60-something in my checking. So AMC is like, you can't get shit until payday. I'm like, all right.
I feel it.
So,
but UI. The UI was kind of...
It looks identical.
Yeah. Yeah. They just added new things at the bottom.
The sounds are cool. It makes a lot of sounds, but just no fucking music, no themes.
Yeah. Hopefully we get there.
Hopefully, dude.
We've been complaining since 2017 about themes.
It's bullshit. But
I brought up...
I think that's pretty much it.
I know you can't... Like, they can't see it, but I thought this was cool. My phone's at... Jesus Christ. My phone's at 6%. Also, this fucking Splatoon spinoff.
Dude, right?
I'm kind of down for that.
I don't know anything about it other than that you're with the...
They showed like a quick...
The big 3 or whatever they were called.
Yeah, they showed like a quick teaser.
Yeah.
But I really hope it's way more single-player focused.
I'm excited. Get me back into Splatoon. Let's see. Zelda Tears... Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Zelda Notes. Yo, yeah, that is just... Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I thought that was really cool.
That is really cool. So is this a separate thing? Like you don't have to be playing?
Yeah, but you have to have the upgrade pack.
Interesting.
That's another because like other games, right? So like
is what you do on this app, can that reflect in the game, or is it a separate thing?
It just keeps track of stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Because I think everything else is I just press it on shit, to be fair. but like you get fucking like achievements
I like that.
for like different levels.
That's cool.
But that was another thing where it's like, because like some other upgrades are just like a fucking, like an update that they're gonna add. It's like, oh, if you put it on your Switch 2, it gets upscaled. But Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom added this app, and that's another reason you got to pay for it.
Yeah. I thought the transfer process went really well.
Yeah.
It took a long time, but I realized it was just because I had no memory and it wouldn't tell me until it's like I went to play Mario Kart World and it's like you need to get rid of something. I'm like, all right, I can do that.
Yeah, the one thing that annoyed me that I had to go through and change is it wanted to download everything.
Yeah.
So I had to go through and be like, stop downloading everything. Like, I don't want you to, because it's like, or at least everything I had downloaded on my Switch, like my my Final Fantasy games.
I go to all software and it's still trying. There's 5 right there.
Yeah, I just went through and just hit no.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a new Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different Switch.
Yeah.
It's still a Switch, but it's just
we're moving in the right direction.
It's bigger. It actually does feel nice handheld.
Feels nice. It looks good.
Yeah, it's this matte. It's so different. That's why it doesn't look like a Switch to me.
Yeah, it is. It's real nice, man.
But I'm excited.
I can't wait to do like the year check-in. You know, like do that fun one.
I gotta get a Pro controller. I made up my mind on that. I definitely want
It's nice. It's real nice.
Because one thing that's really big for me is I use that to turn on my Switch. And apparently with a Switch, with a regular Pro controller, you can't hold the home button and do that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whew, fuck you for that little small quality of life change.
Yeah. Fucking,
you got me.
Carrie's been laughing at me because, like, we got a king-size bed.
Okay.
She sleeps on one side, I sleep on the other side. And in the middle is just like a buffer area, right?
Okay.
But because of that, we watch, you know, my Xbox or something.
Yeah.
Or if I'm playing, I just set my fucking controller there. So now there's a TV remote. The other night, the Xbox remote was in there. My Pro controller was there, but earlier in the day, I couldn't find I originally was playing with the Joy-Cons and the grip. Couldn't find that in the blankets, so I just grabbed my Pro controller, and we found that. So it was TV remote, Xbox controller, Pro controller, and the Joy-Cons on the grip.
That's funny. Let's see. Because
I know a lot of things people want. Is there still rumors of a direct sometime in the next week or two?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm going to end this off on, because you have the 2 games, I have the 1. I wish we would have both had that welcome tour thing.
Yeah, I should have bought it.
What is...
The Story of a Girl. I know that wasn't it, but that's what it sounded like.
It's fucking Donkey Kong.
July 16th?
That's the next big one, right?
Yeah.
Because apparently we got Tamagotchi Plaza this month. But I guess that's a Switch 2 version. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, but everyone's getting that. And there's Donkey Kong.
Oh, July 17th.
I'm excited for the Shadow Labyrinth.
Which one was that?
That's the one where you're like a weird Pac-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I might try that.
Every fucking time.
It's weird that we have to wait.
I dropped my phone again.
We got a new Mario Kart launch, but then we have to wait for just DLC. Super Mario Party.
The only thing I could think of is that they're trying to just let certain things breathe.
Yeah. And then we got...
I'm fucking pumped for that, bro.
The new Forgotten Land.
Because Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I 100%'d that game.
Damn, August 28th.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pokemon Legends?
Yeah. You know what's so funny about that?
Is that like a brand new game?
So, yeah, it's...
wow, awesome.
Do you know like Legends Arceus or Arceus? However you remember? It's just the next, like, in that series.
That's cool. It's cool that they got, like, the Switch 2's already getting a Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's so funny about it, right, is that people are going, the Switch 2 version of Legends, Pokemon Legends, is game key card.
Okay.
But the Switch 1 isn't. So people are like, yo, buy the Switch 1 and then pay the $10 for the upgrade.
Interesting. So, I'm looking at upcoming games, and that fucking Drag and Drive, that wheelchair-looking one that uses the mouse, the mouse, I guess it'd be mouse controls, that isn't, it doesn't have a release date, And it's interesting that wasn't a launch title. But the thing that's kind of the same gimmick was ARMS for the Switch. That wasn't a launch title either. That came out June 16th, so that was 3 months after. So I'm thinking that they're going to give us this game pretty soon. I'm probably not going to get it because it looks stupid.
Kirby Air Riders, I never played the one for...
Yeah, I guess it was 2003 that came out. Damn.
I've only ever played the first Metroid Prime on my Switch for like 30 minutes, but Metroid Prime 4 looks sick.
Is it only Switch 2?
No, it's both.
Both? Okay.
But I'll probably just get the Switch 2 because I want it to look the best.
I'm
Elden Ring, I don't need. Borderlands 4. Those are more like,
hey,
this is sick.
We can do it too.
Yeah.
And then you got your Hyrule Warriors.
Bro, I'm so fucking excited. I gotta get Hades too.
Final Fantasy Remake 7. Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
Silk Song, that.
And then it's not on there, but they also just announced this is super fucking weird. They're doing a remaster of fucking Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay.
And it's coming to Switch. You wanna know what's weird? It has a physical edition, but it's exclusive to one company.
Okay.
And it's fucking Amazon. Can
Weird.
only get it physically through Amazon.
Which is so backwards because the one thing we didn't talk about in the pre-ordering, Amazon, the go-to thing for almost everything, you couldn't get it.
Yeah, that was super weird.
It wasn't available.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, all right, I tried everything. Didn't even consider Walmart. And then, yeah, I'm really excited for the new Switch thing. Because we were texting about that earlier, where you were saying that you couldn't get into Splatoon 3.
Yes.
And that's because you had Splatoon 2.
Yeah, and it just felt a little too similar.
And you said that...
That's why I stopped playing. Like, if I get a new Call of Duty, it's like 5 or 6 years after the last Call of Duty I played.
And you said that had you had Splatoon 1, you probably wouldn't have even done 2.
Probably.
And that almost was the case for me, but I love Splatoon. It was actually my #1 most played game before I started playing Ring Fit, Splatoon 2. But I went from Wii U to Switch, so I was like, I'm playing this for my Switch.
Well, it's like, and I know I said this way back about this. It's like Breath of the Wild was awesome.
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom was awesome.
Yes.
And they did change things in it to not make it feel like the same game.
Yeah.
But it still felt like the same game. So, like, as much as I love Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild was the better experience because it was new.
It could have just been like a Pokemon thing, right? Like how Pokemon gives you 2 games, but it's like they're different.
It does.
But it's like, you get it.
And it's funny that I bring that up because I always played the new Pokemon games, and that's very similar.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for Donkey Kong.
Dude, Donkey Kong looks good, man.
Splatoon Raiders, I'm excited for because I'm glad to get back into Splatoon, but not have to play Splatoon, if that makes sense. Because it's like, yeah, you're right. Like 3 came out, and I was excited because it was a new Splatoon, but it's like, I've done this before.
Yeah.
So I'm good. And now that we actually have like a story, like if someone...
And I know 3 had a story. And 2. I beat 2 story. I don't fucking...
Like if
I got the fish.
If we got like a Smash Bros. World of Light game, and like it was way more, like it was I'd buy a spin-off Smash Bros. Game.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing, dude, is like if a Smash comes out, I feel like I would have to get it. But what are you going to do?
I hope it's the hype, man. Every single video game presentation being like, all right, they're going to announce a new Smash character. Like that was...
Yeah.
That was a fucking time to be alive. That was so much fun.
It was sick, man.
All right, well, here's to fucking 8 years, 8 more years.
Let's hope, man.
Yeah.
That's like started our friendship, bro.
For real.
Switch.
You said I was the only person you knew who got a Switch.
Yeah.
And I've always played games by myself, so I wasn't even really thinking about that.
Yeah. Because like everyone else, like my brothers had a 64 and I got a GameCube. But I always got an Xbox to play games with them.
Yeah.
But I was always the one that I got the Wii U. Oh, I'm the one with the Wii. Now, shit like that.
You'd ask for those for Christmas or something? Yeah. And they wouldn't?
No. For the longest time, we had a thing where it was like, I would ask for the Nintendo, and then Anna Rive, we each would get one. But then it turned into well, we all want to play together, so let's all get the one console.
Yeah.
And at the time, Xbox was our go-to console because it had Gears of War, Halo, and all that, and now it hasn't been the same fucking console for 10 years because it has none of that shit. I don't get it.
Yeah, there was one.
I was telling Mosey, dude, when the next fucking PlayStation comes out, I will get that over the Xbox.
Yeah, there was one Christmas. Brother got PSP. I got DS Lite.
Nice.
Ever since then, it was no video games really. I was always the one that I'd get them. He never would touch it.
Well, that's like even right now. Like my brothers didn't get to Switch 2. Aunt really wanted to get one. But he's like in the process of moving and all that shit.
Yeah.
But they're like, "That's bro, you got it."
Yeah,
yeah. When you come over,
your brothers came over. They tried it out for a little bit.
Yeah.
They watched me play some stuff. They're like, "That's dope." I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool."
Yeah. And like I said, I obviously get why people didn't get it. But like I'm a Nintendo fan.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, it was worth, because like everybody goes, I'm not gonna. Why would I buy it just to play Mario Kart? And it's like just to play Mario Kart right now.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
You know, I'm buying this to have it, and Mario Kart is just the first game I'm buying. It's like, what, you want to wait a year, and then you're going to buy, what, fucking Splatoon, the Switch, Mario Party, Donkey Kong, and all, like, that's your plan? Which is fine if that's your thing. Like, don't fucking bitch and moan.
Nope. I just had the thought. Because I was happy that the Switch 2 was just the Switch 2. I didn't feel like doing a whole nother gimmick.
Yeah.
But here we are in mouse mode, and it doesn't work for fucking Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic, which is a fucking PC game.
I think the problem is, I think that comes from the developer.
It definitely does. Come on! Well, okay, can I go into mouse mode? Yeah, there I am in mouse mode on the main menu, which is so neat. I'm excited to use that more.
Yeah.
That's why I will fucking buy Mario Party Jamboree again.
Just buy the upgrade pack.
Okay, cool. Good. It still confuses me. I'm so glad that I'm not like an uneducated parent trying to buy this shit for their kids.
Yeah.
Which I'm really excited to see what holiday game we're going to get.
Because they're saying winner for Age of Calamity. Not Age of Calamity.
The Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah. Age of...
Here we fucking go, dude.
Age of something.
We're getting more... Oh, it's... No, it's not Tarnish.
The Age of Imprisonment.
Okay, I was going to say Tarnishment, but that was like an Elden Ring.
Elden Ring Tarnished edition.
Here's to fucking speculating again. We get... People are like, we're getting an Odyssey 2, and it's like, now people are saying that's what Donkey Kong is, so I'm like, we're going to get whatever the fuck they want us to get.
Yeah.
I want a new Paper Mario that doesn't suck dick.
Yeah.
I want a new Pikmin game.
You know, it's crazy. I ended my Switch life cycle with 202 games.
That's crazy. I still... The last
Granted,
game
I really slowed down the last, 2 years.
Yeah.
But I played 5 games on my Wii U.
That's
so
huge,
when the Switch came out, I was like,
yeah,
I'm fucking playing these. So that's why a lot of those ports, I was the target demographic.
Because it's like, hey, you would have loved these games had you liked the Wii U.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, why would I play that if I can just get it on my Wii U? It's like, oh, cool, then go play your Wii U version. I don't want to go buy that. I'm just going to buy the one for Switch.
I was tricked into thinking I was a target demographic because I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, this game I played and loved. And then I buy Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and then never play it because I already beat it.
I only would do that for
Zelda games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for just what new games are going to come out. I think this is just a theory I have.
A game theory
is because they ditched the Nintendo IP characters for Mario Kart, that we're going to start seeing more games getting their own racers. I think Zelda could be huge.
I'd be down.
I would love a Pikmin Racers. We're already getting the Kirby Air Riders because Kirby was going to be the next character in Mario Kart, hands down.
Yeah. The thing that I need...
We're getting a Sonic Racers pretty soon.
Yeah. The thing that I need is... I've been saying this for fucking years. And this isn't just Nintendo. I need Koei Tecmo or whatever. I need them to branch out and do other Warriors games.
Yeah.
Because they've done, their Warrior games. And then it's like, oh, we did Pirate Warriors, which is One Piece. But it's like, dude, you guys got a really good relationship with Nintendo right now. And I feel like this next game could, do a big Zelda storyline. But after that, it's like, bro, fucking Mario.
I think...
I've wanted a Final Fantasy Warriors forever.
We could talk about this in a whole other episode. Which I do have planned eventually. But until... Oh, that was loud. I'm sorry. Until then... That's it. Holy shit.
Adios. Yeah, it's been an hour and a half.
What was that? What did
I
you
said
say?
adios.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I speak French.